Hi folks, here we are down in Orlando, Florida. This is at the James Bond 007 Museum. Lots of cool stuff here. There's movie cars, props, all his motorcycles, Lotuses, just an amazing collection of stuff here. Lots of little collectibles and stuff, so watch the whole video and enjoy. Well folks, we're gonna get right in here and check it out. There's all kinds of really cool stuff here. You can see the Rolls Royce there. So this is part of the Orlando Auto Museum. This is up in the front. We did another video showing the major part of the museum. There's thousands of cars here. It's a really impressive place. So if you haven't seen that video, go check it out as well. But this was a pretty impressive collection of James Bond 007 stuff, so we figured we'd just do a little tour in the front here as well, make a separate video of this. You can see there's boats, there's airplanes, submarines, cars. There's all kinds of little collectibles in the back here. So there's some from 1962, 63. You can see the dates, how they kind of progress up there at the top. So this is called Dezerland Park here, right in Orlando. And there's all kinds of cool stuff to do around Orlando. So this would be another good stop for you. Stuff from Goldfinger. There's the Aston Martin down below there. Look at the little helicopter up top. That's kind of the iconic Aston Martin there, though. Gray one to the right. And you can see we're up to 1969, 71. Diamonds Are Forever over there. So there's just a massive collection of stuff in here. I've never seen so much James Bond stuff in one location before. Really quite a thing. If you're down this way, you ought to check it out. There's Sean Connery up on the wall. 1973 over there, Live and Let Die. Look at the Mustang there. And you can see we just kind of pan around this room. There's all kinds of cool stuff. Here's one of the airplanes right out of the movie. So it kind of gives you the scale of this room we're in here. There's a whole airplane right in it. Got a Ford Falcon down here. This one's a Ranchero. Little pickup Falcon. I always like the James Bond movies. They're fun to watch, and I kind of grew up watching them. There's one of the boats from the water scenes there. That's all Live and Let Die, 1973. And we got some from 74, The Man with the Golden Gun. Look at a couple AMCs here. I think that one's a Hornet there, and there's a Matador here, the brown one. Kind of funny to see AMCs in the James Bond Museum. You think they'd be all European cars, but not all of them. Look at a little Citroen there. Those are pretty wild looking. Got all the 007 paint job on there with the gun and all. And we'll just keep scooting along here. All kinds of cars. Here's an Audi. You can see we'll kind of pan around the rest of the room there. Bunch of stuff here, so we're going to go check it all out. But first we're going to head over this way. This is a Lotus Esprit. Shows all the modifications to it right there. They modified a lot of things for the movie. This one goes in the water. You can see all the stuff on the back there. We got a few more along this side here. The Spy Who Loved Me, 1977. Another Lotus there. Got some motorcycles. Look at the jet bike there. Wet bike it's called. There's a helicopter missing the tail. Just kind of panning around here to try to show you everything. Got a little Jeep looking Austin there. And we'll jump back into this back room here. Just showing you a few here from Moonraker. So here's the back room section with all the smaller collectibles. You can see the famous martini glass there. So there's quite a few movie props. But they also, back in the 60s and 70s, they made about everything with James Bond on it. So there's all kinds of little toys and different costumes and stuff like that, games, all kinds of stuff back in here. Lots of posters. You can see them all on the wall there. But we'll check out some of these cases. All kinds of books there. Whole collection of all the James Bond books. There's some Corgi toys, little die-cast models. Those are older stuff. Just kind of pan around here quickly. So if you like James Bond stuff and you're in the Florida area, definitely a must-see. And you can check out the rest of the museum as well. It's a really, really big place. Look at that Aston Martin there. That's pretty cool. And there's a few games there, some more albums and books. See all kinds of album covers across the top. Just kind of panning through all kinds of little toy cars. Action figures up top there. Bunch more little die-cast cars. Cars are a big piece of the James Bond movies. They're always racing around in them. Got special cars that they're using. Got all kinds of stuff in here. Just kind of scanning through here quickly. There's some masks, Halloween masks on the bottom. Lots of toy cars. There's some VHS. Look at the Viewmaster too. James Bond. Those are right in the original package. More costumes on the bottom of that one. And you can see some Goldfinger stuff. I always like the older ones myself, but then as the newer ones come out, I like those as well. So I don't think there's a James Bond movie I don't like. All kinds of stuff there. Just a really massive collection. Going to show you one of the hats. That's a movie prop right there, and some of the cufflinks. Some little toys. There's the lunchbox, 007 James Bond lunchbox. A couple of the guns from the movie. Look at that cigarette too. That has must have a bullet that comes out of that or something. I don't remember that one. There's a Polaroid camera. And something from Pussy Galore there, the business card. And we'll just keep scooting along here. Look at the gold-plated gun there, that's kind of cool. Another Aston Martin there. And look at that watch, I'm not sure what that is. Maybe somebody can tell us in the video. Any of these things that I don't talk about or don't describe, if you know what they are, or if you want to put in a little tidbit, just tell us a minute mark and tell us what it is or what it does, anything like that, identify it. And if you like these kinds of videos with collectibles and antiques and anything automotive, please subscribe if you haven't already. Give us thumbs up, give us good comments. All these things are really appreciated. It really helps the algorithm. So look at that little guy, Odd Job. Helps us promote the videos and enables us to do a lot more of them. So we've got all kinds of museums. Look at the shoes too. 007 on the inside fabric there. We've got all kinds of museums. We got junkyards. We got swap meets, auctions, flea markets with general antiques. All these videos posted, hundreds of them. So if you haven't seen a lot of the other ones, go check them out. We'll just keep scooting through here. Jump out here where the cars are. Look at the skis on the back of that one. Lotus Esprit Turbo. Custom made ski racks. Any of these signs we show, you can pause on them and read any of the information you want. There's a pair of Lotuses there actually. And we got another Citroen over here. That tells more information. They got secret things that they do. So that tells all the stuff there. Improved handling. 1981, for your eyes only. And it tells about the Citroen there. There's a little scale model of a Citroen back there too. Here's a newer one, the BMW. And the little tuk-tuk, little three-wheeled car there. There's a Renault Taxi. And that one has seen get destroyed during the movie. It's cut in half. The roof is cut off it. We're kind of gaining time here as we go. Up on the walls. Another Aston Martin here. Look at all the foam under that one, I guess, to make it float. Got little skis that pop out the side. Maybe that went down the mountain there. Down the snow is what it did. Skied down the snow. Floating on the snow. Got a big semi here, Kenworth. And we got a few motorcycles here. Motorcycles are always a good part of the movies too. They do a lot of stunts with the motorcycles. There's a BMW motorcycle there. And you can see one of the Russian scenes back there. And a Russian automobile. And we'll keep scooting along here. Tells a little about the BMW there. All the concealed compartments and suspension, all the retractable handlebars, all that good stuff for the James Bond movie. And over here we got another BMW. That's the Pierce Bronson model. Tells all about the little BMW there with the fold-out rear bumper. You got a couple. Here's a snowmobile and a boat back there. Here's a Q boat. That's back there to the right. And we got the snowmobile. Here's a another machine here that skis, but it has a fan on the back, so it just pushes them along. And we got the little Thunderbird. I remember seeing that in the movie. Casino Royale, 2006. That was kind of the rejuvenation of James Bond. So there's a few cars and stuff from that movie. Got some rockets back there. Got the Land Rover, got a police car here, Ford police car. Quantum of Solace. A couple Land Rovers here actually. It's kind of pan around to this side. We didn't show the one in the middle here. Another BMW. It's one of his cars right there. On display right out in the center. Skyfall. So they go all the way up to 2015 right here in this area. There's some dents in that one. You can see it in the movie. They crash them and do stunts with them and stuff, so they just leave them that way. This is how they were found. Scratches down the side of that one. And we'll kind of show the last section here. There he is, James Bond himself. There's a pinball machine, another Lotus Esprit. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. And thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next round.